Hello students, in lecture 9 of your course Elements of Discrete Mathematics, here we discuss the concept of minterm, the disjunctive normal form, certain examples of the disjunctive normal form, then complement of Dn form. Dn means the disjunctive normal form. Examples and exercise for practice is also given at the end. So first we give the definition of minterm. What is the meaning of a minterm in a Boolean expression? A Boolean expression of n variables x1, x2 and xn is said to be a minterm or a minimal polynomial if it is of the form f1 x1 dot f2 x2 dot f3 x3 and so on fn xn, where each of this fi xi will be either equal to xi or xi complement for all i's from 1 to up to n. For example, if I'm writing x1 dot x2, this is one minterm. If I'm writing x1 complement dot x2, this is another minterm. Further, if we write x1 dot x2 complement, this is another minterm. Further, x1 complement dot x2 complement, this is again a minterm. So these are the minterms in the two variables x1 and x2. Similarly, if I write here x1 dot x2 complement and x3 x1 dot x2 complement dot x3, then this is the example of a minterm of three variables x1, x2 and x3. So I again repeat, a Boolean expression of n variables is said to be a minterm or a minimal polynomial if it can be expressible in this form. Means the operation dot is there. In the minterm you will have the operation dot here, and here the Boolean variable x1 or x1 complement, x2, x2 complement. It depends on the number of variables in which you want to find the minterm. Now one theorem is there. There are exactly 2 raised to power n minterms in n variables x1, x2 and xn. Suppose a Boolean expression consists of n Boolean variables x1, x2 and xn, and we want to find the number of minterms, maximum number of minterms in that Boolean expression, that will be equal to 2 raised to power n. How is that? A minterm in n variables x1, x2 and xn is an expression of the form f1 x1, f2 x2 dot and so on dot. In the last you will have fn xn, fn xn, where fi xi is equal to either xi or xi complement for all I going from 1 to n. So here you can see that this f1 x1 has two choices. Either it can be x1 or it can be x1 complement. Similarly, it has two choices, either x2 or x2 complement. Similarly, it has two choices, either xn or xn complements. So each of these functions is having two choices. So we can say 2 into 2 into 2. This is in fact n times equal to 2 raised to power n choices. That means from this expression we can obtain 2 raised to power n minterms. So result of theorem, this theorem is proved that there are 2 raised to power n different minterms in a Boolean expression of n variables. See the example. Now the next definition is the disjunctive normal form, or in short we call it as Dn form. The definition of Dn form is as follows. A Boolean function in n variables x1, x2 and xn is said to be in disjunctive normal form, or in short DN form, if it is I emphasize on this line, if it is a sum of minterms. If a Boolean expression is expressible as sum of minterms, then we call it in disjunctive normal form, or DN form. In other words, a Boolean function in n variables x1, x2, xn is said to be in disjunctive normal form if the function is sum of the terms of this type, as explained earlier, where fi xi in fact is either xi or xi complement, right? So it will be more clear with the help of an example. So that this is example 1 here. Write the function f xy dash plus xz dash plus x dash in dn form. Dn form is disjunctive normal form. So first of all, identify the number of variables here. You can clearly see that there are 3 variables x, y and z. 3 Boolean variables are there, x, y and z. And we want to put this expression in disjunctive normal form. So that means at every step there must be a term, sum of that. In fact, this whole expression should be sum of minterms. Sum of minterms. So there will be a minterm plus there will be a minterm plus there will be a minterms plus, and so on in this way. So basically, if this is a minterm, so it must be an expression in terms of x, y and z. Here it is not necessary that it is x, it may be x complement. It is not necessary that it is y, it may be y complement. It can be z or z complement similarly. So it can be of the form simply xyz or x complement y complement z complement. It can be x dash y z complement. It can be x y complement and z, etc, etc. Means minterm is any expression in 3 variables where the first can be x or x complement, second can be y or y complement, and z or z complement. So in this way, similarly, this term may also of the form, if we can express the whole function, Boolean function f, in this form where each term is a minterm plus the next is a minterm and so on and so forth. So this is the idea, to put a given Boolean function in disjunctive normal form. So let us see here. The given function is xy complement plus xz complement, xz and whole complement plus x complement. So first of all, you should understand that here if we are writing xy complement, it is not simply xy complement, in fact it is x dot y. Similarly here this is x dot z. And all the laws of the Boolean algebra are applicable over here. So in the first step we are applying the De Morgan's law. The De Morgan's law says here this is complement of the bracket, the expression in the bracket. And according to Boolean's law, I will write it here. It can be written as x dot y complement and complement, and this plus changes to dot, and again this as x dot z complement. This is the way we can open this De Morgan's law. Now again you can see x dot y complement. So further in this term we can apply the Boolean this De Morgan's law. So it gives you the x complement and dot changes to plus, and y complement gives you y dot. Now again apply the De Morgan's law at this step. It will be x complement, dot means plus, and this is z complement. So this is the way we can open this step, and we are getting this step over here, you can see. So dot, because we in the our notation we are not putting dot here, but the meaning is it is dot. I think it will be clear to all of you. So now we can see we can simplify it here. Now we can apply the distributive law. You look at this situation, x complement plus and x complement plus is here, so we can take it outside, and when we can take this x complement plus outside, then we are left with y. X complement plus is outside, then we are left with y dot z complement. So that is there, y dot z complement is there. X plus is taken outside and y dot z complement is there, plus x complement. Further, we take this as x complement plus x complement. We can associate, we apply the commutative law, so it will be on the left side, and by the associative law I can write it as x complement plus y z complement. Now further, this x complement plus x complement will give you the x complement, simply because in Boolean algebra idempotent law follows, whenever we have a plus a, that is equal to a, so that means x plus x complement gives you x complement itself and y z complement. So this is the simplified form of the given Boolean expression. Now our target is to obtain the disjunctive normal form, and disjunctive normal form means at every step we must have three variables x, y and z, either simply the variable or its complement. So in fact, in the simplified form, at the first step I am having only one variable, that is x complement, and here at the second step I am having two variables, that is y and z variable are here. So how to introduce the other two variables at this step? You know by the complement law that y plus y complement is equal to 1. So we can write it here, dot y plus y complement. Further, we can also write z plus z complement. Now you can see that at this step we have introduced the other two variables, and similarly here we require the third variable is x, so I can write here x plus x complement. Now we need to further simplify it. What we have, you multiply this x complement, multiply means we are applying dot operation in fact, so x dot y plus x dot y complement. Further, that x dot y and x dot y complement, let us try to simplify this step over here. X dot y plus x complement dot y, and there again x complement dot y complement, and then we are having dot z plus z complement. Fine. Now we apply this operation x dot plus to this, or we can say we can apply this, we consider it as a single quantity or single variable, and we apply the dot operation here as well as with this. So I can have x complement dot y, then further dot z plus z complement, yeah, plus x complement dot y complement, and we are taking dot of z plus z complement. Now we are taking it inside again, we are having x dot y dot z, and with this we can have x complement dot y dot z complement. Similarly here we are taking the whole thing here, so we get x complement dot y complement dot z, and with this we are getting x complement dot y complement dot z complement in fact. So you can see here this step, x dot yz means this part, then x complement y z complement is this one, you can see, and then we have x complement y complement z is this thing, then we have x complement, y complement, z complement is this term. So we have all the by simplifying this term we can get this. And similarly here we take this inside, we have y z complement x plus y z complement x complement. So by applying the commutative law, etc., so we get this term. Then finally we look at the situation. In fact, x complement y z complement, this term is appearing two times. One is here and another is x y z complement. So actually it is in simplified form. We have to look out for this term x y. One is here and the second is here. So the same term is there two times, so we can in Boolean algebra we write it only one time, so that is there. So the simplified version gives you this. Now here you have expressed this Boolean expression as sum of minterms in three variables. This is a minterm in three variables, this is a minterm, this is a minterm, this is a minterm, and this is a minterm. So you have expressed the given Boolean expression of three variables as sum of minterms. So we can say that this Boolean expression is in DN form or disjunctive normal form. Next example. Write the Boolean expression in sum of product of canonical forms. In fact, sum of product of canonical form is the same thing, that is the DN form. And in fact, in function you are given only two variables, but you are asked to put this as a sum of minterms or in DN form in three variables. So here you if you want to write it as in disjunctive normal form in three variables, so what do? F is there. At the first step, x2 and x3 are missing, so you are writing x2 plus x2 complement, and here again x3 plus x3 complement. Now at this step the other two variables have been introduced. Similarly at the second step, x2 is there but x1 and x3 are missing, so you are writing like this. So simplifying these terms exactly in the same manner, first you simplify this, you take x1 dot inside x1 dot x2 and here plus x1 dot x2 complement. Similarly further we multiply the same thing in the similar manner as done in the earlier example, and you get this kind of situation, and finally you will be having it as a sum of minterms, so it is in disjunctive normal form. So note one more thing. In this case, the number of minterms that are appearing in the expression are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, but for the case of three variables, you can have 2 raised to power 3, that means 8 minterms. So 8 is the maximum number of minterms that can be obtained. But here in this particular example, we are getting only 6 minterms. So we can say if there are n variables, then total number of minterms will be 2 raised to power, and therefore a disjunctive normal form can have at most 2 raised to power n terms, 2 raised to power n minterms. So this is the word at most should be kept in mind. It is not necessary that a given Boolean function, if we put it in the disjunctive normal form, that it must have exactly 2 raised to power n minterms. It can be less than 2 raised to power. It can have less than 2 raised to power n minterms, as the situation was in this example. Now next definition is the complete disjunctive normal form. So it is related to this fact. A disjunctive normal form in n variables which contains all the 2 raised to power n minterms, is called a complete disjunctive normal form. For example, if we want to have an expression, Boolean expression of two variables in dn form. If we are having expression of two variables, then the dn form must have four minterms. So we are writing it in this way: xy, this is a minterm, x complement dot y, xy complement, then x complement dot y complement is here. So you can say this is the function in two variables, and the number of minterms is 2 raised to power 2 is 4. So we can say that this function, Boolean function f, have been expressed as a complete disjunctive normal form. So it can be seen by simplification of complete disjunctive normal form, or by the following theorem, that the complete disjunctive normal form is identically equal to 0, identically equal to 1. So how it is 1? That will be explained later, because before understanding this, you need to know the connection of these forms with the Boolean logic. The complement of a disjunctive normal form. We can find by inspection the complement of any function given in disjunctive normal form. Suppose you are given a function in disjunctive normal form and you are asked to find the complement of that function, then how do you find that? If a function f is given in disjunctive normal form, then its complement, f complement, is obtained by omitting from the complete disjunctive normal form the terms which appear in the function f. So it will be better clear with the help of an example. You see, find the complement of the following functions. So this is a Boolean function in two variables a and b. So from here you can see that this is a minterm in two variables, this is a minterm in two variables. So I can say that this is a dn form. I can say that this is a dn form, and I want to find the complement of this f. So in order to find the complement of a given disjunctive normal form or dn form, we must have the complete disjunctive normal form for a function of two variables. So as we have seen earlier, the complete dn form or disjunctive normal form in terms of two variables must have 2 raised to power 2 equal to 4 minterms, and those 4 minterms will be these, can be put is ab plus ab complement, a complement b, and a complement b complement. Now our function is having these two terms. So from this complete dn form, we omit these terms, means a complement b is there, you cross out this, and then we are having ab complement, you cross out this. Whatever is left is the complement of Boolean function f. So you can say if f is this, then f complement is ab plus a complement b complement. Similarly, for the second case, you can find for the second, actually this is the Boolean function in terms of three variables, and each of these is a minterm in three variable. So of course this is a dn form, and if you want to find the complement of this, you must obtain the complete dn form or the complete disjunctive normal form for three variables, and definitely that must contain 2 raised to power 3 equal to 8 minterms, but in this present expression there are 4 minterms. So try to find out the 8 minterms. So you can try it, and here is exercise based on this discussion. In this case you have to express in the as in dn form, and then from these given dn form you have to express each of the following in dn form in the smallest possible number of variables, and then find by inspection the complement of each of the following dn forms. So that is it about this lecture.